It's Sunday, and you know what that means? We are a little bit later, but it's still the All Effing Wrestling Show, baby. JFP, what have we got on the show today?
Well, you know what? I was going to do news, and I decided no news. We are going to grind. We're going to make the sausage, as the saying goes. We're going to do a prediction show for Revolution that starts in just a matter of hours. We will finally find out the results.
The pre-show starts in 29 minutes.
29 minutes, I know. I guess we'll just leave it to EVP Joe.
Hit that music.
Climb for takeoff.
That's all systems go. Move that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
Oh, Sundays are made for multiple things, but this Sunday is meant for Revolution.
And that thing on your T-shirt.
And that thing on my T-shirt, the All Effing Wrestling Show.
That is such a, you know what? I only appreciate that shirt as much when I see it wearing someone else. It just looks so good on.
It's a great.
You ever notice that about clothing? It looks better on someone else.
I get more compliments on this shirt than any shirt that I wear. Period. It's awesome. I wear it.
You know what shirt I get the most compliments on? The Hot Wheels.
The Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I think that is an underrated shirt in our store.
Yeah, I got a. It's funny. I got a back pay from a producer, and it's like a couple $100. They're gonna buy a few shirts. They're gonna go ahead and get a few shirts. I'm not waiting for discounts on ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. No, I'm not waiting for that. I'm not gonna wait for discounts for ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis. I'm not waiting for those either. Damn it.
We just sold an Adrian T-shirt just the other day.
I know.
But with that said,
yeah,
please buy some shirts.
Yeah, buy some shirts. Occasionally,
I love that we're just sticking it to the people with the shirt shit at the beginning of the show.
My shirts, damn it! Spy show.
We are not below hawking some shirts to our loyal fan base.
Listen, I'd push my mother in front of a bus if I thought it would sell a T-shirt.
Thing. So I saw a shirt. I think about your mom.
I'm sorry to go on this rabbit trail real quick, but speaking of pushing people in front of something, have either of you watched the first episode of Daredevil Reborn yet?
So I am on. I started the rewatch, and I'm on season 3.
Oh, okay. So you haven't got to the new.
I'm on the last 2 episodes, so I have not started the new one yet. But some jackass spoiled that there's a pretty significant death within the first 5 minutes of the freaking first episode.
Yes, but I wasn't talking about.
Gets hit by a bus.
No, I wasn't talking about that. There's a fight scene.
Yeah.
And someone gets just mystified by a freaking railroad, by a train.
That's a shame. Anyways, introduce yourself, JFP.
Hey, I am the Chief Shenanigans Officer. You might be noticing I'm wearing my Superman glasses because I feel like Superman today. I am the almighty JFB, and today is my return to AFW predictions.
Yeah. Yes. And I am your Canadian hero, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry. Damn it!
Ooh, wow! Blew my eye. You almost blew my glasses off with that.
Now that's an intro.
That's an intro. Try to top that, sucker.
I can't. But you know who it is. It's me. It's me. It's that EVP. How we doing tonight, gentlemen? You amped for some revolution? Because I know
it's gonna. I'm excited for this pay-per-view.
The start of the weekend did not start off really well. Basically, if you have a hockey team and you need some good players, The Boston Bruins are selling players left and right like it's no tomorrow. It's a 2-for-1 sale this
I
week.
know.
What? Here, I have this
I
question
saw
for
that
you.
Boston traded Marchand. I was
We
like,
traded
oh my
the
god.
captain.
I was like, JFB is losing his mind right now.
I thought that too. Now, JP, I have this question for you.
Yes.
Okay, so what's with Boston and trading their top guys at the end of their careers?
I don't know.
They always do that. They're like, well, you look like you're ready to go out to pasture. Why don't you go play for someone else?
Yeah,
I mean-
you're barely hanging on with both legs. We're going to trade you
look,
for it.
I get it from a fan perspective. You want to keep your captain around.
Yeah.
But business-wise, it's a smart move. You get draft capital or a younger player for an older guy.
But it shows like zero loyalty. Like
But
when
here's-
the Canucks retired the Sedin twins together and retired their numbers, it was just like,
Yeah,
Here's the
I mean,
thing. There have only been 20 captains for the Boston Bruins. 20. In the 100 years that they have been in business, we have had 20 captains. And we traded one. So then I thought my weekend was going to get worse. And then from the Great White North comes the most amazing news. Moosehead Beer apparently is making crates containing 1,461 beers. One beer for every day that Trump is going to be president. They are making Canadians have to drink. I am ordering one right now as we speak. It will be airlifted. Canada Dry is already supplying.
you got to pay a little bit of tariffs on that now.
I ain't paying no tariffs.
I wanted to show you guys my new stuffy. I've been getting these weird stuffies lately. I like big buns, and I cannot lie.
love
He's
it.
got a little beanbaggy action.
I like it. So let's get down to business, shall we? We're talking about Revolution. It's the annual pay-per-view from AEW. Happens to be happening tonight. The card is stacked. I mean, there's a lot of matches on this card.
You know, I will say it's not just stacked from the number, but from the quality of matches. But it always feels like they do this. Like everyone is like, "Oh, All In is AEW's WrestleMania." It feels like Revolution is, honestly.
Well, Revolution is where Swerve won the title.
Well, no, I mean, let's see. The first Revolution, you had that amazing tag match between the Bucks and Kenny and Hangman.
Yep.
And then 21 is Swerve because that was 22.
Yeah, that was 22.
He debuted. I forget 21. Last 24 was Swerve winning.
Yeah.
Like there's a rich history in the short time for Revolution in AFW.
Yeah.
So we're big
AEW
Natalia Markova people here.
Oh, yeah.
And this drop kick from the top rope is being shown everywhere. All the wrestling's like it's everywhere.
It is a kick-ass drop kick. That is probably one of the nicest drop kicks I've seen in a long time.
Like it seems like she's on a different level after she won the Jericho Cruise title.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
I would
she's
say
a little bit more famous.
Somebody
now.
gave her a title.
she went from third gear to fourth gear. Like
She's a little bit more famous now.
as well as she should be.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
come
should
on.
have been famous a long time ago.
Yeah. Like she should be on her fourth or fifth major championship for a major promotion. Like this is ridiculous. The amount of bullshit that's going on with this woman and these promotions. Sign her, damn it.
Oh, she's signed to NWA.
Yeah. So we have Revolution. The main card itself is stacked. I have one big airing agreement, something that grinds my gears, and it happened out. The list of the matches is not how Hey, so there's
What do you call it? Bonkers. Like isn't Bonkers a cat?
yeah, Bonkers the cat.
Yeah.
These matches are not in any specific order. So the first match is the 0 hour match, which has the Undisputed Kingdom, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole,
Baby.
along with your TNT champion, Daniel Garcia, taking on Shane Taylor Promotions. You have the Revolution pay-per-view. Every belt, with the exception of one, is on the line, and that's the TNT belt. So instead of putting the TNT belt in the main card, Tony Khan decides to team him up.
Whoa. Back it up here.
Okay.
So I wish we had a previous recording of this ready, saying the title should be defended weekly on TV.
You're right. And it should be.
It was defended weekly on TV for the last 2 weeks.
And it should be on the pay-per-view as well. This is according
Listen,
to.
if they're going to put I agree. If they're not going to put a title on there, this is the one I wouldn't put on right now.
Yeah. But that at some point, Tony Khan needs to sit down with whoever and figure out, okay, we have the world championship belt. What's our secondary belt?
Yeah, they kind of leave that ambiguous, right?
It's nobody knows. Right now, if you're going to go by,
I would say it's the international title.
I wouldn't even say that.
Honestly, what I would say is those 3 titles are equal.
Continental I think has got.
I would say those 3 titles: the TNT, the Continental, and the International. They're just the secondary titles.
Maybe it rotates, but I'm saying now I think it's international just because of the feud that's going on for that title.
Yeah,
Kenny Omega, like he's going to elevate that title. So
yeah.
I think that is actually, after tonight, will be the more prominent title.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's do some predictions.
All right, so here we go. First match: Garcia in the United Kingdom taking on Shane Taylor Promotions. This is a 0-hour match. Canada Dry goes first.
So who we got? We got Garcia,
Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly versus Shane Taylor Promotions. So
this is definitely Cole and the gang here winning this one.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, it's probably undisputed winning, but I think honestly, I think it'll be a better call for Shane Taylor to win.
I agree.
But
who's going with there? 50-50.
I mean, I'm going with undisputed and Garcia.
Yeah.
But if I had the book, I would have Shane Taylor win. For one, it's on the pre-show. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But number 2, the whole story right now is Adam Cole wants the TNT title.
Yeah.
So there should be some kind of scuffle or something that.
What if there's a betrayal?
Oh, they all turned on.
I won't see it I couldn't see it on the pre-show though.
Yeah.
But that would make people tune in for shit.
That's the key. I mean, everybody writes the pre-show, the 0-hour off because it's like, it's just up and coming guys, and the match is.
I think you do something major like a turn on a pre-show.
No, it would. It's the same thing as WWE doing title changes at house shows.
Yeah. So
if there's a show in town, you're gonna go see it because you never know what's gonna happen. I was at the show when Joe took it from Finn, and that was a house show. Somebody had an extra ticket, asked me to go. I said sure. I mean, big deal. So I get to watch them, and nobody was expecting Samoa Joe to be Finn Balor for the belt, and he freaking did. Caleb's going. So let's go. Let's go to our second match.
Are we marking this stuff down? By the way,
I am. Yeah, I'm marking it down.
Who's got what?
Yeah.
All right.
So we got a 4-way match. We got Lee Johnson, Blake Christian, Commander, and Hologram. I don't know who are these first 2 guys. Lee Johnson and
ROH.
Huh?
ROH.
Well, Lee Johnson used to be on AEW, but him and Blake Christian have been on ROH a lot.
Okay.
Were they part of the factory at one point?
Lee Johnson was, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with Joe first. Joe, who are you taking?
Is it a 4-way or a tag team match?
No, it's 4-way.
I'm going Hologram.
Hologram, all right. What about you?
We got it's a 4-way.
Yeah, 4-way.
Okay, we got say the names again.
Lee Johnson, Blair Christian, Commander, and Hologram.
Oh, yeah, I go with Hologram on that one.
Yeah.
It almost seems like it's set up for him to win.
Yeah. I'm going to, it's his first pay-per-view, right? Technically, this is his first pay-per-view. It's a good way to see how the audience attaches to him. Put him on the pre-show, see how he works, see how the crowd goes. I love it. I'm going hologram. Let's go to our third of the pre-show matches. We're going to be talking about Chris Jericho, your Ring of Honor world champion, taking on Gravity for the Ring of Honor world championship. Canada, you go first.
This is gonna be Jericho, and Jericho's gonna do something to get the fans riled up before this pay-per-view starts.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but he's gonna do something to grab people's attention.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a good match. Jericho's always stepping in.
Who's Gravity, by the way? Has he wrestled in?
I think he's been injured. He's the guy that walks really slowly, like he's on the moon, to the ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
But I
backing
think
out.
it's like, get rid of him. We have Hologram. We don't need Gravity anymore.
Yeah.
Hologram is significantly better.
We
And
got
Commander's kind of getting a bit of a boost as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go.
I think Roman wants to chime in.
Let's get Roman. Roman,
Hello.
what's going on, brother?
Nothing really.
All right. You got to pick between Jericho and Gravity.
Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho.
Jericho.
Jericho makes more sense. Jericho makes more sense. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, it's Jericho. I don't see him losing to Gravity.
I mean, for a world championship match, there's no buildup. I don't know where Gravity all of a sudden came out of nowhere to go ahead and start competing for the Ring of Honor World Championship belt, but
Well, you know, it's 0 hour. It's free
Bandito
TV.
pretty quick. They're like, Bandito, we spent all that money on those pre-show tapes. It's not working. I don't like Bandito anymore. Let's go to our last big pre-show 0 hour match. Maryland has Washington Capitals for hockey. I mean, yeah, they do.
I've noticed a lot of the Baltimore fans are big Washington Capitals fans.
Yeah.
Not
mean,
this one. They suck.
I mean, all I gotta say is this: I am watching Capitals hockey because I want to see Ovechkin do it. Like he's chasing.
He's what 10 goals to go, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I would drink a beer with Alex Ovechkin. He seems like a cool guy.
He's the only good thing about the Capitals. The only good thing. No, because when I was really, really, really into hockey,
Yeah.
the Capitals always choked. Like,
Yeah.
always.
They won the cup
That's
a couple years ago.
What was that?
They won a cup a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention then. I didn't care.
Okay.
And on top of that, like because I couldn't bring myself for multiple reasons to root for any Washington team,
Yeah.
I gravitated towards the Flyers, and they just always disappoint.
Well, Caleb will be happy that you cheer for the Flyers.
I don't
Same team.
even really watch hockey anymore. So unless it's like Olympics or like national level, I'll root for USA.
Hey, who won that game, by the way? The Four Nations.
I maintain there should be game 3 because we beat you and then you beat us. There should be a game 3.
Well, you know what it was. This is Bobby Lashley beating Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
and then Roman Reigns wins the championship right after he beats him.
And on top of that, I maintain the USA beat Canada by a bigger margin, and Canada needed.
But it
overtime
was
to
not.
beat-
It was not. It was a round robin game versus the championship game.
Either way, doesn't matter.
Hey, all that matters is if
That's
you-
like saying if the WWF title was on the line and you beat me, you should still be champion, even though I beat you in a championship match.
No, I just maintain there should be a third game, a rubber match. For
Well,
one,
tell
it
you
would
what,
guarantee
4 years, buddy. Let's do it
Just go
again.
away. At that point, it doesn't matter.
You don't have to wait 4 years. You got 2 years, and the Winter Olympics are here. Then you got all kinds of shenanigans because now you got like 32 countries competing for, including, by the way, Jamaica.
Jamaica Ice is a hockey team. There's a Disney movie.
Ethiopia's got a hockey team. It's pretty impressive.
Maybe global shenanigans will be cooled by then, and Russia will have a team in the hockey tournament.
Oh no, they've already said
you make the movie Cool Runnings 2, and it's about Jamaica and their hockey team. We got the hockey team now, man.
Let's do it, man. All right, let's go to our last match. This is the last match. It's Big Boom and the Conglomeration versus
What's
Johnny
left of it?
TV and MXM. Oh God, Canada Dry, go first.
I'm conglomerating with the conglomeration. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, as well as you should, my friend. Roman, who you going with?
Big Boom.
Big Boom. All right.
He doesn't seem too excited to be on the show, does he?
I don't know why.
Are you
He's had
sleepy?
he had a very big weekend, and then
You had a big day, big guy.
and we also had the time change. So
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, spring.
He's sitting in his room with a cigarette and a coffee.
I don't smoke.
Smoke.
you better not smoke.
You really see
yeah,
smelling the
plenty of
straight
time to
smell.
pick up
Wait
that
a second.
You have plenty of time to pick up smoking. I'll
But
say
I ain't gonna.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
yeah, as a former smoker, still to this day, one of the greatest feelings in the world is that first cigarette when you wake up. First cigarette, best cigarette in the world.
My wife's a former smoker too, so she knows.
My first kiss was with this girl when I was a teenager at an ashtray mouth. She'd been smoking all night.
Yeah,
And it was nasty. I feel like this needs the little knowledge is power thing here.
I think it does too. You know what?
Knowledge is power.
All right.
Don't smoke, kids and
Yeah,
adults.
don't smoke, kids. Joe, who you going with for the final match of 0 Hour?
Oh yeah, conglomeration and Big Boom, but most importantly, the double chocolate chunk cookies.
Yeah, what? I don't get this whole.
They're just cookies that are sold at the Costco.
Is Costco they're getting money for this? They have to.
I have no clue.
I mean, does he
But
work?
the chicken bake.
Does he work at Costco? Like legit?
No. So what he did was like he was on TikTok and he was reviewing the food at Costco, and that's how he blew up, and that's how they became known as the Costco guys. Him and his
Yeah, I
son.
wonder though, is Costco paying them for this to be promoting?
I have
cookies?
no idea.
All right, Roman, we're gonna remove you, and if you want to hang around backstage, we can bring you back for the next segment or a segment down the line. All right, see you in a bit.
Bye.
All right. Let's get to the main card, shall we? The whole reason why we're here. We're going to start off with the tag team championship match. It's going to be the Hurt Syndicate versus the 80s phenom known as the Outrunners, brother.
Now, we're not saying this is starting the show because we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if it's going to start, so I'm just going in and
Yeah.
I just random order at this point. Canada Dry, who takes on and beats and wins?
I think it'd be a really cool story if they won,
Yeah.
but I think it's better if it's like Rocky 1, they lose.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they can come back and fight their way back up to the bottom,
Yeah.
get another title shot, and then win it.
So you going Hurt? So you going
We're going to
Hurt?
hurt Syndicate because you know what? We
Yeah.
hurt people.
We do hurt people. That's what I love about it.
Don't tell Helen.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, you gotta go with the Hurt Syndicate here. It's too soon for them to be dropping the titles.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Canada Dry. I would love to see the Outrunners eventually win these titles. So yeah,
I think I would too. Here's the thing with the Outrunners. Like, I think the problem with the Outrunners is it's gimmick first, wrestling second. And I think that's a big problem going into this match. I don't care if the Hurt Syndicate win or lose their belts after one or two defenses. I really don't, because they're just such a dominant team. I don't think they need gold. I mean, it's nice they have it, and it's giving some legitimacy to the tag team division. But I'm not like you. I don't see the Outrunners winning it all unless they start putting wrestling first and gimmick second. You know?
Okay.
I mean, to me, it's just
You
like
know-
I love the gimmick. I think the gimmick is so over, and they're not horrible wrestlers. I mean, these guys are legit workers. They know what they're doing. They got years and years of experience.
Listen, if they're gonna give the titles to the Acclaimed
Yeah,
over their gimmick,
yeah,
I don't see why they wouldn't give it to the Outrunners.
yeah. I
mean,
agree.
Like
They gave it
down
to
the
the
line.
Guns at one point. I mean,
Well, and they gave it to Private Party, and Private Party is a gimmick more than it is a wrestling tag team. So, I mean, for me, I would love to see them get it a shot at All In.
And
And
let's
then-
not forget that we ought to do Lock of the Night.
Oh yeah, we got a lock of the night, by the way, guys. Yeah, lock of the night.
is this
But
going
I
to be
would-
your hurt lock of the night?
Yes.
But I would love to see the Outrunners actually win it All In Texas. Like, how amazing would that be? It's America.
They finally earned their championship match.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with me being there, that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be so incredible. Talk about a moment of just bringing it in and remembering
Which
that
which shirt are you gonna wear?
I haven't figured that out yet.
You're gonna wear an
Maybe-
AFW shirt, right?
Probably going to wear the Hot Wheels shirt. I love
Yeah.
that shirt.
Yeah, it's good.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go to our Continental match. We're talking about the champion Okada taking on Brody King. Woof, woof. For the Continental Championship. Canada Dry, you go first.
I would love it if Brody King became the new Continental Champion,
Yeah.
because that would seem like out of left field.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is just like another one of those matches, like at Grand Slam Australia. It's exactly going to be the same thing. It's just going to be a really good match.
Yeah.
Showcasing what the Hounds of Hell can do.
Yeah. All right. So you're going with Brody
Go
King.
with Okada.
Oh, okay. Going with Okada.
But I would love to see a left field booking move here.
Oh, I would too. And I think this would be the perfect place to put it. Joe.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Okada. As a matter of fact, I think I want to make this my lock of the night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because that's it. I can't blame him for locking that one in.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
So if
It's
you
just-
guys are out there watching the show and you got some money to put on this thing, listen to Joe, lock that shit in, and double your money.
DraftKings.
only a disclaimer: only if you paid your bills.
Yeah.
Please
Oh,
don't put
yeah.
your mortgage on this.
Yeah, we don't want
I
to.
haven't paid my rent, but I can
JFB,
get
throw
next
the-
month's rent too.
hold on, real quick. JFB, throw the stinger up again. Throw it up.
Yes, if you lose, we're not responsible.
Yeah, we're not responsible for anything. Trust us. We got lawyers who have lawyers. That's how lawyered up we are. And let's not forget about Helen.
You know Fruit Cat?
Yeah.
He's even got a lawyer.
Fruit Cat's got a lawyer. Everybody's got. I'm telling you, AFW
Hey.
Network.
Real quick, breaking just to break in real quick. 0 hours starting.
Oh,
So
0 hours starting. Okay.
So what do they do? Just talk for a bit?
I don't know. They got 4 matches, so they may do a few minutes of talking and then get right into a match.
Yeah.
So we can do this partially as a watch along if we get a match going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not showing up on mine.
Well, I'm watching. I ordered it through Dish Network, so they do it on the I'm doing it on their provider.
Oh, they keep it on the same channel.
Yeah, it just goes right from the pre-show right into the main show.
That's nice.
Okay.
I don't know why Triller doesn't do that.
Yeah, I'm on Triller, and I'm not. And usually they do the 0 hour.
All right, what's our next match?
All right, next match. Let's go.
Okay,
So we
who
got.
you going with?
Yeah, I haven't done my prediction yet. Here's
Yeah.
my prediction. It is time to crown a new king. Brody King takes this.
You're
Because
going
I'm
out on a
feeling-
freaking limb.
I'm going out on a limb. I think that to establish this team, the Hounds of Hell, okay, to really cement and establish this team is not through Julia Hart. It's either through Buddy Matthews or it's Brody King. It just happens to be that Brody King has the first shot at Okada. I see Brody King. Yeah. And in all honesty, I think that they need this legitimacy. I think this legitimizes them.
I would love if you're right.
So would I.
I'm
Even though you
excited.
put in the lock, you would love to be wrong.
Right, yeah. But the rumors I'm hearing are some bigger plans down the road. So I don't think it'll happen. But JFB, I'll kiss you if it happens. Okay.
Aw. I got
That'll be my jump out of my seat moment if this goes down.
So let's go to the TBS championship. We're talking about Mercedes Moné. She's taking on Japan's Momo Watanabe for the TBS championship. Canada Dry. Who do you think is going to take the gold in this?
This is Monet's moment. You can't have a TBS title on someone not regularly on the show. I'm actually happy get this over with because I'd rather have someone from AEW be in this match.
Yeah.
So get this commitment over with and get the other women coming after her.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, this has to be Mercedes.
Yeah.
But I do hope and pray that this is a Japanese style match more than an American style match.
Do you know what though, Joe? I'm slowly turning into a Mercedes Moné fan.
Yeah, like she definitely.
CEO.
I will say, I still hate the fact that New Japan they had this big crossover match with 4 women from 4 promotions, and the winner gets to choose the title, and they chose the TBS title.
Yeah.
You know what
It
else?
should have been a world title.
Monet dragging around those ugly ass belts. Those are some cheap ass belts from those promotions.
I mean, Rev Pro's, besides the TBS, Rev Pro's belt's really nice. I don't like the New Japan Strong purple belt. And
There's a black one or whatever.
What is?
Well, apparently that other title was absorbed by Rev Pro.
Oh, okay.
So that it represents apparently. Just get rid of it. And that's
right,
what
Joe, Joe just snorted on the show, guys.
You know what? Could you imagine the heat that Mercedes would get if she just threw that other title in the trash?
Oh.
I mean, she's a heel. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm done going to Japan. Just throws it in the trash.
No, that's the British title.
Yeah.
That's the one with the Rev Pro title.
Okay.
All right, Joe, who are you going with?
Oh yeah, Mercedes.
Yeah. Mercedes to retain. I mean, here's the thing. I didn't know who Momo Watanabe is, which is surprising because of the amount of love I have for Japanese wrestling. I watched a whole bunch of her matches, and to be honest with you, if this was for the New Japan or the Rev Pro or any of the other belts, Mercedes loses. But there's no way they're going to give Momo the TBS title. I'm going Mercedes Moné. Sorry, Momo. It's just not going to be your day.
Do you guys see Momo's Meteora she did off the top rope?
No.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And Monet sold it so good.
Yeah.
Like it looked cool.
Okay.
Oh, I just saw Dossie's comment.
Jericho's going to win the match. However, Gravity will defeat Jericho during the match, not the wrestle actual Gravity. That's my prediction.
He's got some good comments every time. Like this guy's wit and vinegar.
That's funny. I love it. All right. Yeah, Momo's not going to win. Momo doesn't have a chance. I'm going to go with Monet.
But like
We
I
got.
said, I hope they make this more of a Japanese style match than an American match.
I mean, they would. You would think that they would almost have to, in order for it to have some kind of legitimacy. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it would make more sense if she was. I don't know. I just lost my train of thought.
So
Anyways,
in the ASW League,
yeah,
we got me and JFB.
yeah.
We're doing an Iron Man match.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, a memorial Iron Man match.
Yep.
For Jessica. Halo's up for Jessica.
Halo's up for Jess.
And I thought I'd just put you to the test right away and drag you out for 60 minutes. after sitting in your rocking chair for the last
I'm telling you, man. I got my blue jeans on, my blue jean jacket, my cowboy boots, and I'm running through the streets of frozen Calgary, training for an Iron Man match.
Oh, wait, does that make me Shawn Michaels?
No. It's gonna be
okay.
Multiverse Bret Hart versus Bret Hart match.
Yes. You're gonna wear like a green Bret Hart, green and black.
Yeah, like he's gonna come in and he's gonna be
No. Look, Canada Dry. Canada Dry. You're gonna wear pink and black. Yeah. JFB is gonna wear black and pink. Okay.
There you go. That's how you do it. That is how you do it.
I don't know. I want a DX Bret Hart.
That would be so weird. I would. You know what? I would love for WWE when they had the network to do like a what if, like what MCU does with like alternate timelines.
Yeah, you could totally animate these wrestlers into
like what if Bret Hart joined DX?
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be so freaking amazing. Let's go to our steel cage match. There's a steel cage match. You might have heard about these two guys. They don't particularly like each other. We'll talk about the aerial assassin Will Ospreay versus the prototype Kyle Fletcher. A steel cage match. Can a steel cage really contain these two guys? I don't believe they can. It should have been a Hell in the Cell style match, but no. They opted for the steel cage. Canada Dry, you go first.
This is Will Ospreay's turn to win.
Yeah,
it's a big match. He's gonna win.
Yeah,
I said he better not Bob Barker Natalia Markova.
I mean, come on now. Something crazy is happening in this cage.
I worry about that. I worry when people want to push the envelope like that. Scares me.
Well, did you see Chris Van Vliet's interview with Will Ospreay?
I saw bits of it.
Like he was talking about how he plans like his crazy high spots now because he can't just do them willy-nilly. So I have to imagine he has something planned for this cage.
Like, you think he's jumping off the top in some way?
Yeah.
I would be surprised if he didn't.
Like, this is a prediction show. I predict he jumps off at the top in some way.
Yeah. I think he's going to do a hidden blade off the top of the steel cage.
Oh. That's like a Mortal Kombat finisher.
Oh, yeah.
His head comes off.
Fatality.
Oh, man.
All right, so Canada Dry is going with Will Ospreay. Joe, who are you going with?
It has to be Ospreay. We're getting into this run up to All In.
Yep.
You got to start building up some legit credible faces to win this world title. Because spoiler for later, I don't think Copeland is the answer, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm going with Ospreay, and Ospreay did more than his fair share last year of losing and making others look like $1 billion. Yeah. It's time for him to take that step up to go for the world title.
Okay. Man, oh man, I'm about to swerve you guys some big time. I'm stealing Christopher Rott's. I think shenanigans happens I think I don't know if it's Josh Alexander or Speedball Mike Bailey, but I believe one of those two guys shows up
And joins the Callis family.
and joins the Callis family, and there's shenanigans, including a screwdriver. I'm picking Kyle Fletcher. I mean, Osprey's made. Nothing you can do, with the exception if he stole a bus that was full of nuns and drove it off a bridge into a river, and then when the nuns were struggling to float, would punch them in the face.
Is this your rock of the night?
No, it's not my rock. Mama Falcon didn't raise no fool. I ain't locking this shit. Are you crazy? Get out of your mind. All right, let's go to the number one contenders match. We got the most dangerous man in AEW, otherwise known as Swerve Strickland, taking on, which is probably the best run he's had in professional wrestling, period, Ricochet. Winner becomes the number one contender. Canada Dry. Swerve, Ricochet, who wins?
This is going to be Swerve's night.
Yeah.
Swerve's back.
Yeah.
He had a little bit things where he's putting some other people over.
Yeah.
He put Ricochet over. He put Bobby Lashley over. He put
Hangman
Hangman over.
over.
Now it's time to put Swerve over again.
There you go.
This is my lock of the night.
Ooh, lock of the night.
Swerve
Okay.
Strickland is your number one contender.
All right.
But something is up with Swerve.
Yeah.
He was talking about the red pill
Yeah.
on his Twitter. He also said, I don't think they'll understand.
Yeah. I think he doesn't. I think he takes out Prince Nana and
After the match.
and keeps the robe for himself. I think that's what happens. Joe, who are you picking?
So, every fiber in my being agrees with Canada Dry.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks Nana is going to turn on Swerve and go with Ricochet.
Oh!
So, just to play devil's advocate, and because me and Canada Dry have agreed on every match so far,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Ricochet to win and keep the embassy close.
You know, I agree with you on the part about possibly seeing a Nana turn.
Yeah.
But I somehow see it not being enough, and Swerve still wins.
Yeah.
I mean, that's possible too. You know, just for a little,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
a little
good. That's good.
intrigue in our picks.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You know what? I'm with Joe.
Are you really?
Yeah, this is such a tough. This was the one match that I kept hemming and hawing about.
I'm 100% confident, JP, that Swerve is going to win this.
I feel like there's more to building. There's more to the story of building Swerve back up to becoming the world champ. I think making him the number one contender is fine, but there's no finite end to it. I mean, they're not saying he's a number one contender match at All In, or he can. I mean, he's just the number one
Could
contender.
be double or nothing. Could be a Dynamite.
It could be Wednesday. Like that's where we're at with it. In all honesty, I think about when we get to the final match that in fact it's, you're not going to see Swerve contending for the match on Wednesday. But I think there's just more to it right now. I think Swerve needs a little more pages in his story to make it so it feels more fulfilling. Like it,
Just remember, guys, I locked this in, so mine's more legit.
yeah, his is more legit. So if you got the extra cash, go ahead and find the deed to your house and start signing it away.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna win a mansion. You're gonna win a
Just
mansion.
remember,
So are you saying JFB that Swerve's childhood house being burned down isn't enough adversity for him?
Nah.
having a needle stuck in your lips, but
Yeah.
Oh.
Bamboo under the feet. Nah, it's not enough for Swerve. Swerve's got to go through more. Because in all honesty, I want to see Swerve and Hangman Page fight for the belt. Ultimately, that's the story I want to see.
Honestly, I think it would be an extremely interesting story, like character arc, to see Swerve lose Prince Nana. Just to see, does Swerve now become the one that goes off the deep end that's uncontrollable?
I think so. I think that's very possible. There's going to be shenanigans in this match. You can't have this type of match and not have any shenanigans at the end. Let's go to the women's championship. We have Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm, your AEW women's champion, taking on your former champion, Mariah May. Canada Dry, go first.
first I'm going to show this bad take by Cade. He comes to the ring on with some crutches.
He comes wheeled in an iron lung.
I hope Keith Lee is healthy and doing great.
Yeah.
And if he is able to come back to wrestling, awesome.
Yeah.
We don't need a rekindling of Keith Lee and Swerve again.
No, we don't.
Yeah, keep that. Oh man, that's WWE storytelling at its finest.
All right. So, Canada Dry, who you going with?
Which one are we talking about?
Storm and May.
I'm going with Storm. Like I feel like Storm has to win this to finalize the story.
Yep.
I see why they gave her the title at Grand Slam because that's home, right? So it's a little kind of a tribute to her.
Yeah.
And so if it hadn't been Australia, I would have had her lose that first match.
I would have too.
But the nod to Australia, you kind of got to give it to her.
Yeah. Okay. Joe, who are you going with?
Yeah, I mean, this is a Hollywood ending match. How else can this end without the Hollywood starlet getting her perfect ending?
There you go.
I mean, it's got to be Toni Storm winning.
Yeah.
Don't need to be hot potato win the women's title. And I said this earlier, like to Rich, but why am I drawing a blank to her name? The former champion. She didn't have a very good reign. It wasn't very. There was nothing memorable about it.
Yeah.
So her opponent tonight?
Yeah,
Who was it? Yeah, Mariah May. There we go. I was drawing a blank to her name.
I mean, I can't disagree with either one of you guys. I mean, it's a Hollywood ending, match. You have to give it to Toni Storm. Who had a better title reign? Toni Storm. Mariah May's was horrible, and a lot of it had to do with the fact that Toni Storm was not wrestling. So you had to put people there that didn't have a chance in hell to beat Mariah May.
Yeah, you didn't know. There was no like, oh, she's gonna win. Like there was none of that.
Mina Shirakawa would have been the closest real legitimate contender she had, and there's no way you're going to put that belt on Mina, who doesn't wrestle in the United States even half the time. She wrestles here maybe a third of the time if we're lucky. So no, but yeah, it's Mariah May's not going to win. Her title reign has just been stupid. Like it's insulting.
So they sold over 10,000 tickets for this show.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good crowd.
Yeah,
it's going to be an awesome crowd. It's going to be a nice hot crowd. At Crypto, I mean, the acoustics at the Crypto is pretty awesome. It's going to be amazing to hear that crowd pop. Let's go to the international championship match. We're talking about Takeshita versus Kenny North Kakalaka. Omega. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. Anyways, Canada Dry, you go first.
Do you know why Winnipeg produces such good wrestlers?
Why's that?
It's the snow. You gotta like work hard.
I was like, because there's nothing else to do in Winnipeg.
You gotta work hard to freaking get out of that. So, like you're making giant steps, and then by the time your muscles are like grown, so like you're just a natural athlete by the time you get to school.
Do they have to walk to school in the snow up hills both ways?
But both ways, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Hell yeah.
Like Roddy Piper's from Winnipeg, Jericho's from Winnipeg.
Omega. Yeah.
Omega, your new international champion.
Okay.
He's
Joe.
gonna take the belt to new places.
Okay. What about you, Joe?
Yeah. I have Kenny Omega winning this. Like he needs a big win.
Yeah.
Takeshita has done phenomenal with this title.
Yeah.
And alluding to what I was talking about earlier, I know earlier this year we did our predictions, or maybe I don't know, but I predicted, the merging of the international and the continental to make the inter-continental title as a take on WWE's title.
Yeah.
Well, the rumors are at All In, it's going to be Omega versus Okada unifying those two titles.
Ooh,
Oh, that would be cool.
that would be really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Well, I don't think they'd unify them. They just have two. I don't see
Yeah,
them
maybe not unifying, but yeah, but
Yeah. Okay.
because you would ruin the whole Continental Classic.
Yeah, like screw the Continental Classic.
It's now the Intercontinental Classic.
I'm gonna go with you guys. You know what? I love Takeshita, and I think Takeshita is the future of wrestling. I think that this guy has everything. He's acrobatic. He's athletic. He's strong as hell. There's not anything that this guy can't do. But at some point, you got to go ahead and move the belt forward. And you have Kenny Omega. He's the last standing EVP right now. I don't even know if is he still the EVP with AEW?
yeah.
Okay.
In storyline, he's saying he's just a wrestling god. He's not an EVP anymore. But I think in real life, I think he still is. Yes.
Yeah. You have Kenny Omega as your last standing EVP. No one knows where the Bucks are. Jack Perry, God knows where he is. Last time I heard, he was in Mexico beating up and wrestling donkeys for pesos. So you don't know what's going on with these guys. And then
the first match happening now.
Oh yeah, we did.
And it looks like it's a tag match, not a fatal 4-way. Because Blake Christensen and Lee Johnson came out together.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm still sticking with the same team then.
Still picking with Hologram and Commander to win.
But yeah, I think Omega takes it. Let's go to MJF versus Hangman Page in a grudge match, if you will. Canada Dry, you go first.
I'm going with Hangman on this one.
Okay.
I think Hangman, he needs this win.
Yeah.
He's just red hot right now as a babyface.
Yeah.
Or slowly turning into a babyface, if you will. He's MJF can afford the loss.
Yeah.
They showed that MJF won the last match.
Yeah.
Against them. So I think it's time for Hangman to get the W.
All right. Joe.
Sorry, my wife just said he looks like a Power Ranger.
Oh, it's got to be Hologram.
Oh, yeah. So, honestly, this is one of the two matches where I don't know who's winning.
Yeah.
I went with MJF.
Okay.
I think it's easy to have MJF to cheat shenanigans, get a win. And might I say, Alex Hammerstone's a free agent now.
Since when?
He tweeted out that he left TNA. He's
Oh,
a free agent. He's taking bookings.
so he has no name.
So maybe he shows up and Is MJF's a muscle? Wishful thinking?
Guys, I have breaking news.
Yeah.
What's that?
Canada has a brand new prime minister.
Really?
Yeah.
Mark Carney is the new leader of the Liberals,
Wow.
and he's our new prime minister.
What happened to What happened to Trudeau?
Justin stepped down.
Oh, like
But
scandal.
they had to get a new leader of the Liberals.
Okay.
Hey, it seems like I think he stepped down when all of his when his right hand person was leaving, when all those people quit.
Yeah.
there was a bit of controversy, and someone's. So
I guess you could basically say it was a lack of confidence without the actual vote happening.
Yeah. So
Here's how I see it. Justin Trudeau is sitting in the prime minister's office. He's got a cigar. He's got a Canadian whiskey. He's watching the results from the U.S. election. He takes a big draw off the cigar. They predict Trump wins. He goes, I can't do 4 more years of this shit. Puts the cigar out on the desk, throws the glass of whiskey, walks out and says, I'm too old for this shit.
and Mark Carney's sitting there on the bench in his backup goalie gear.
So
I got in.
So is he? So he's just a prime minister because he's the new leader of the Liberal Party, correct?
Yes, that's how it works. The Liberals, the Liberal
So
leaders.
is there still going to be a new election?
Yeah, there's going to be an election, but Mark Carney gets to call when it is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's weird.
Okay.
That someone in power gets to say, this is when we're having an election.
Oh, yeah, that's the rules. Like, there's a certain date that you have to do it by,
Yeah.
but it's like a money in the bank cash in. You're like, because you're like, well, they're not ready for this. They're not ready for an election, so I'm calling it next week. Or not week. You get a certain amount of time, but
This is
like,
the Canadian version.
yeah, you can just say 2 months. I think there's a certain notice you got to get, but you could just boom, and then they got to scramble to get ready. If you call it early, that's the idea.
I love it. It's perfect.
So weird.
Listen,
All right,
American
so
politics is weird.
Yeah.
You're telling me that the popular vote doesn't win the presidency?
That's how we were set up. We're not a
me-
democracy.
And that's weird to me.
There's a lot of things.
I mean, not really, because if you think of no, he brought it up. Because if you think about this,
You did. You called up our party, our way of electing weird, so I said it about you.
no, I'm saying it. No, I said it's weird that the person in charge gets to say when the election is.
Okay.
That's all I was saying. But if you just go off popular vote here in the States, you'd only have to win 3 or 4 handful of cities, and the rest of the country doesn't matter.
But here's the thing with the Electoral College. It's racist as fuck. I mean, there's just the Electoral College was invented and created for southern states after the Civil War to make sure that their vote counts as much as
Molly's quoting you here.
we aren't a democracy.
I didn't say, and you're the one who said it's weird that the popular vote doesn't win here, and I'm saying it's because we're not a democracy. We're
Yeah,
a
you said-
democratic republic. There's a difference.
Oh, I see what you're saying there.
Or something, all right. Anyways, who are you taking, Joe? MJF or Hangman Page?
Oh, I already said, but MJF.
MJF, all right.
Remember, I said maybe Alex Hammerstone shows up tonight.
Oh, that's right. All right. So I'm going to go with Hangman Page. This is my lock of the night.
Ooh. Your lock is one that I have no confidence in.
Hangman Page, and there's 2 reasons why. Hangman Page's story is so compelling that ending it with a loss, I think, does more harm than good. The other reason why I'm not going with MJF is because Happy Gilmore 2 is still in production. There's no reason to give him a win and further a storyline if he's not going to be there to wrestle. So
I mean, that didn't stop him from beating Daniel Garcia. So
that's true. So let's go to our last and final match. My God, it is for the World Heavyweight Championship match, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match. We have on one side a man alone on an island with a guy named Wheeler We're talking about John Moxley, your champion, taking on Canada's own Sexton Hardcastle, the rated R superstar.
You have not put in your lock of the night yet, JFB.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, he did. He just did. He did Paige as his lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe my luck. Yeah.
I was like, he's putting his lock for this. Holy crap!
All right. Anyway, so let's go with Canada Dry. What's your thoughts, Canada Dry?
Oh gosh, this one's tough. Like, I would love for this title to be ripped out of that case tonight and shown again, because I think it's a bad idea. It's an anchor on the company not to have your title shown. Like, even if Moxley wins,
Yeah.
change it up. Stop with the case. Don't do it no more.
Yeah.
Just change it up. Even if you got to have that title.
Yeah.
You've established whatever. Just have him change and have his rules change. Be that maniacal cult leader.
Yeah. I like it.
Change the rules as you go. It's like, I thought you said this. It's this now. But I'm going with Adam Copeland because I'm just hoping to see that title again tonight.
Okay. Who are you going with, Joe?
I don't know.
It's Joe's locking right.
No, I already made my lock of the night. Thank you.
Yeah,
Remember. But in our prediction league, I have one confidence point on this match. And I'm going with Mox. The story, like, I think it would be kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
If Copeland, and I love Edge, Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, the story that they were trying to tell.
Yeah.
To have Adam Copeland be the one that takes the title off of him.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm going to forewarn you guys now. If Copeland does win, and if Christian cashes in, you're going to see one pissed off person tonight.
Do you know that these AEW Elite figures, they're planning on releasing a tag team, Adam and Christian?
I saw that, yeah.
So it kind of makes me think, like, is this coming?
Maybe.
You would think, before the run of Adam Copeland finishes up, there's no way we don't get a tag team run out of these two.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So I wonder there has to be some plan going on to make this happen, and I'd love to just be sitting in the room listening to them talk about it.
I didn't hem or haw on this match. I did give it 2 points on my confidence points because it is a really tough match. But I think the problem is that the Death Rider story has stalled. And when a plane is flying and it stalls, eventually it goes down. And I think the problem is Tony Khan has seen the Elite storyline go to crap. And he's watching the Death Riders storyline go down in a blaze of glory. So I think, in all honesty, I think he needs to just end this Death Rider storyline, retool it, get it more full, get it out there, and rebuild it. I'm gonna say Sexton Hardcastle takes the win, and in all honesty, I think Christian does cash in.
I hope not. That would be such a letdown.
Yeah.
It would be I think it would be the worst thing for this company if they did that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's at least getting rid of the anchor that is the Death Rider story.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now you're putting the title on someone who we ain't seen Christian on TV in weeks.
Yeah.
Other than running away from Samoa Joe.
But imagine on Wednesday him coming out with the title and just cutting this amazing.
I don't want to see it. I have no desire This isn't the Christian of 18 months ago.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Okay.
AFW should save pro wrestling.
I will say this on one of these other pages that I follow, someone put out a very, very, very tempting scenario.
Okay.
So Copeland does win the title.
Okay.
Out comes Christian. But behind him is Jay White, who steals the contract and signs it and cashes in and wins.
Oh.
Or what if Kill Switch stops it?
I don't think we're going to see Kill Switch for a while.
Yeah, he's still recovering from that double pneumonia in his lungs.
We had a hologram and Commander just went. That's a formal tag team right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you need a tag team for our tag team run, that's not a bad one to build a tag team division.
All right. Guys, that's it. That's the end of the show. We have predicted. Have you put your predictions in already? If you haven't, do you still have some time to get your predictions in for our show?
Show's already started. You're done.
Yes.
that pre-show. So join us a little bit later after the show. We got a
review
AFW After Dark tonight.
After Dark.
We're gonna do some dancing.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna do some reviewing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about what we just saw.
Yeah.
So join us.
We're going to talk about our predictions and see how they
well, and the nice thing about this is you can throw it in our face about these results there, JFD. Who was wrong?
Yeah.
Be like, what a stupid idea from stupid creators.
For each match that we go on, remind us what we predicted.
Oh, of course. I got it written down. I'm prepared and ready. All right, guys, that's the end of the show. How do you get in touch with us? Multiple ways. All the links are down below. All you got to do is clack on the keyboard. Sends you all the way over to places. T-shirts. We sell them. You need to buy them. How do you do that? ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling will get you all of our AFW wrestling shirts. The Canada Dry shirt. The All Effing Wrestling shirt. AFW State Pro Wrestling shirt, Hot Wheels shirt. We talk about these shirts all the time. Why don't you just go ahead and buy one? Be cool. Don't be a
Tiffany
dork.
just got her Just Keep Fighting shirt.
Just got her Just Keep Fighting shirt. Don't be a dork. Don't be a dweeb. Don't be one of those guys. Be the guys who have AFW shirts. I'll
tell you how many times I've been stopped at Safeway because of these shirts.
Shirts are awesome, man. On behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of EVP Joe, I am the almighty JFB.
And just keep fighting. We'll see you later tonight.
Yeah, we will.
Join us later for AFW After Dark. We're going to review Revolution.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Tony Schiavone for the All Fan Wrestling Network.
Tony Schiavone.